What is up, my people? Thank you for joining me again. So I am in the whole spring mood. Spring is in the air and it's time for change, and my wardrobe needs some new items. I haven't been shopping in a while, and when I do, it's normally for my kids, and I tend to put myself last. And so I thought about going to check out what is actually trending at the moment, and what I need to look out for to get some staple pieces in. And what I've noticed with what is trending at the moment is a lot of 90s clothing that's back. So if you think about like Austin Powers, that whole I don't know even know what to call it. It's like tie-dye and baggy jeans and t-shirts and stuff like that. The whole baggy look is in. And so I visited H&M. I also popped in at Foschini to see because they've rebranded and their store just looks amazing. And I found two outfits at Foschini that I really liked. One is a yellow dress, which is with a puff sleeve and it flares at the bottom, so that's very feminine, and the back has some detail on it as well, which I like, because when you're wearing something flare, you just want, I don't know, I think the back really just looks elegant, or it just adds a little bit of a feminine touch. And then I tried on a black jumper. Now Luella makes this jumper, and it has the bustier straps, which is just like a bra strap. It shapes the boob area, and it's a jumpsuit, and I was so impressed. Firstly, I'm a size smaller in this jumpsuit, so yay for goals. And then I tried on a pair of this shocking orange pumps, and it had the diamante finishes on the top, and I thought this is really bold, but let's try it with a black, because when you wear a black or a real plain number, you need to zhuzh it up in some way. Either your bag needs to be really glamorous, or your pair of shoes. So I decided to go with something bold with this with the jumper, and it fit so perfectly. So I tried that on. Then I moved over to H&M, and I really like what they have. Really like. Well, it wasn't, I don't know, I came through the 90s, so I know exactly what that whole era was like. We overplucked our eyebrows, and we wore all the tie-dye. I had a tie-dye, a blue, purple, pink tie-dye top, and I particularly remember it was like a whole space vibe. And everything in H&M is currently looking like that whole 90s era. But I must say that I enjoy putting on a pair of baggy jeans. It's called baggy 90s jeans, and what I like about it is that it's quite high and high-waisted, and even though it was fitted on the top, the bottom was actually cool. And what I liked about it is that when I paired it with two t-shirts, it really looked comfortable. I didn't feel uncomfortable like I needed to pull my jeans up, because I'm conscious about my tummy area, and so I always cover that area up. And having said that, like, just about trends, like, I'm not a trends person, so even though I went today to go and see what is trending at the moment, I am not a trends person. I will wear what I feel comfortable in, so I won't jump onto every trend that's happening at the moment. And for instance, Crocs last summer. Crocs was in big time in South Africa, and I'm still not a fan. I had a pair of Crocs like years back, but right now I don't feel the need to want to go and purchase one or purchase a pair. So I'm not on that train. So everything that's in at the moment is not for me, and also everything that's trending is not always suitable for my body shape. So always keep that in mind when you are shopping, that not everything's gonna suit you. So yeah, over to H&M. I love the looks that they had. I tried a few different styles. So I went with the blue dress, which was, I think it was too tight fitting on my body, and the material was quite thin as well. So yeah, it's not for me. The baseball jacket, jacket is something that I liked. I always wanted a boyfriend that had a baseball jacket, and I wanted to wear his. And yeah, I like the bomber jacket, which is what I'm wearing now. But I like that whole look, the jacket, sporty jacket with fitted dress and sneakers is something that I enjoy wearing. I will change the dress though. I wouldn't wear it with that particular dress, but it's something that I would go for. And there was a black dress in particular that I enjoyed wearing as well. So that gave me all the spring vibes. It is long, it is thin, it's a nice cotton material, and it has the nice thin straps. But what I liked about it was the feminine front. It has like frills on the front, and it just shaped everything so nicely. This little detail that I remember, I studied fashion designing for only 1 year, and I've always enjoyed fashion designing, but what I like about designers is when they think about adding that little feminine touch, because it your shape can be lost in a flowy dress. So having a fitted top or having a thin strap, which is my style, is something that I liked about that particular dress. I would pair that with a black heel or a wedge sandal. You could pair that, I mean, black is so timeless. You could pair it with colorful shoe or a flat pump. Yeah, and then I tried on a red trouser pants, because it's not completely, it's hot yet. So there will be evenings and days as well where you need to dress warmer. So I tried a satin trouser pants, which was a little bit too tight. I needed to try it on in a bigger size, because it was just a little bit too tight for me. I didn't feel too comfortable, but I paired that with a nice grey crew neck top, which I liked. I liked the fact that it had the red heart that complemented the pants, and that is something that I would definitely try. I would probably wear that with like a white Chuck Taylor or a white sneaker, something just, it's like sporty but it's elegant because of the satin, but it's my style. Let me just think of what else I tried on. The jeans, the dress, and then there was this lacy dress which I didn't fit on. I ended up not putting it on because the dress it had this satin or this slippy dress on the inside, and a lace like a lace dress over that. And I remember having a red dress like this before, same style coming back, but in the store they had like also that whole galaxy weird vibe, and I wasn't feeling it. And even just trying to put it on was complicated, because it was like, which part goes where? And yeah, some things just need to be simple. Getting dressed needs to be simple. So there's nice, beautiful feminine dresses and fits out there. Yeah, I always try to pair the elegant with something bright, especially if it's plain. And I also love wearing dresses and different lengths, different styles as well. So yeah, spring is here. Let's get our colors and get our wardrobes updated if we can. Yeah, let's add some fun with color and shapes and